welcome to the Partner Perspective series. I'm Gina Lopez, Partnership Director at Partnerize, and I'm here to support the growth of all our strategic partners in the APAC region. Joining me today are Dominique Ferguson, Client Success Manager, and Raydhe, General Manager of Retail Media at Cashrewards. I'm very excited about today's sessions as we'll explore how Cashrewards combine cashback initiatives with a strategic retail media placement to deliver the best results, and to talk the overall opportunity for brands looking to continue growing with Cashrewards. I really hope you enjoyed this session, and now I'll pass over to you, Dom, to walk us through the presentation.
Awesome. Thanks, Gina, and thanks everyone for tuning in. As Gina said, my name's Dom, and I'm a manager here at Cashrewards in the client success team. I'm joined by Mr. Retail Media himself, Lachlan Bray, and we're here to talk to you through the benefits of cashback and retail media and finding the perfect combination of them both. For people that don't know, Cashrewards is a 10-year-old business. We're your strategic partner aimed at delivering sales and optimizing your marketing efforts flawlessly. Our mission is to provide ready-made solutions, but also to provide a rewarding experience to both you guys as partners and also our members ourselves through each or a combination of our 3 core products, which we've outlined there. But I'll go into a bit more detail in each of those in a bit of time. So from being founded in the northern beaches of Sydney, which actually is where I reside from as well, we are a proud award-winning Australian brand that believes in doing well alongside doing good in business. That's why we match 1% of all our cashbacks withdrawn by our members and donate it to the Starlight Children's Foundation. So that's actually one of my favorite parts about working at Cashrewards, knowing that every minute, every hour, every day is going towards something greater or a greater purpose. And to this day, we're pretty proud to say that we've donated over $2 million to the Starlight Foundation, which has helped over 50,000 sick kids and their families. And those numbers are continuing to grow at more of a rapid rate than ever before, which we are super, super proud of. So as mentioned earlier, we have 3 core products that partners can work with us through. So we've obviously got our core cashback program, where we've supported over 2,000 brands in delivering exceptional performance for over 10 years now. Then we have our retail media solution circuit, which is now over 9 months old and driving some awesome results, experiences for our partners. I won't steal Lockie's thunder because I know he's going to be diving into circuit in a few slides' time. And then finally, we also have our direct affiliate integration solution called Network by Cashrewards, which we've basically created to facilitate any brands wanting to work with us directly. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview and why working with Cashrewards through cashback is basically a no-brainer for every brand that optimizes in Australia. So as the #1 cashback platform in Australia, we have over 2 million members and who are poised to shop and get money back into their pockets. So we partner with brands and work closely with them to understand each of our objectives or our mutual objectives together and make sure that the performance we are delivering for that brand is achieving these. We work on a commission-based model. So every dollar you guys invest is because we're delivering sales for you, and everyone's happy in that sense. To showcase why, our members are quite valuable and also quite special and what we're proud of. We've pulled together some pretty key stats here that we like to shout about. So our members spend 1.5 times more than the general Aussie population. They're a lot more frequent, so they shop 44% more often than non-Cashrewards members as well. They have a 10% higher online spend penetration than the rest of Australia as well. And the biggest and best one, they're much, much loyal to the brands that are on Cashrewards. So spending over 77 million more on our partners in 12 months after joining Cashrewards than prior to joining Cashrewards, which means that we are providing that incremental value to our brand partners by delivering those extra sales and extra customers to them. A pretty topical conversation at the moment that everyone seems to be talking about is the cost of living pressures globally. It's at the top of people's minds at the moment, and Aussies are looking for every possible way to save money. Cashrewards is the perfect place for them or to help them. So from one of our recent studies, 81% of our members believe that Cashrewards actually helps their financial position, and 82% are likely to increase their spend with Cashrewards partners due to the financial pressures they're witnessing at the moment. Yeah, we've just got brands across a wide variety of categories, including travel, groceries, insurance, fashion, and a lot more. So Aussies can save on a wide range of purchases that really just helps their pocket and wallet financially. And as an added extra for our Cashrewards partners, they can now reach over 4 million ANZ customers through our strategic partnership with ANZ Bank. ANZ members can access Cashrewards offers directly through the ANZ app and website, and we're constantly featured in there across their other channels, including EDMs, social media, and also website placements, to name a few. There's something to call out here. Definitely watch this space. There are ongoing conversations and ongoing progressions in this partnership. So we do expect this to evolve as we work closely together with ANZ Bank. Now, I'd like to pass over to Lockie to take over.
That's Mr. Retail Media to you there, Dom. Thanks for that, and thank you everybody for tuning in. So last year we launched Circuit, which is the retail media business for Cashrewards, recognizing that, I guess, across the broader media and retail media landscape, we have a very unique and valuable role that we can play in this area. Taking a really wide step back, the key reason for the rise of a channel like retail media is the capacity for targeting consumers that is based on actual purchases, and then being able to determine the success of media exposure by measuring the media that you're running and your investment there against the sales lift that you're actually generating. So with over 2 million members and working with around about 2,000 different merchants, we can really deliver, I guess, on those retail media expectations. But what's unique with us is that we also provide a really rich understanding of consumer behavior, because we're observing how our members transact and engage across so many different categories. So this really enables us to effectively target advertising to our members that's really relevant to their interests, their purchase behavior, and thus it's really valuable for brands who want to engage with that very primed to shop audience. So Circuit supports the full media activation process. So we've got inventory available across web, app, and email channels. We've got a unique ability to target consumers based on their actual purchase history. Our reporting dives into the customer purchase related directly to the media to which they've been exposed. And we've got a range of creative solutions and tools that help brands best represent themselves in our retail environment. So robust audience targeting that's based on actions has really been, I guess, it's kind of the challenge or the dream for media planners for pretty much all time, right? So contextual targeting kind of gives you insights on what a consumer might be interested in, but it can't get as far as revealing purchase habits or brand preferences or even just sort of their shopping style. So in addition to that, you've got soon to launch privacy and data collection laws in Australia that will likely inhibit the use of third-party data to inform better media targeting positions. And this is going to be something that the entire industry is going to have to deal with. And you also have compounding that Google's upcoming blockage of third-party cookies from the Chrome browser, which will compound all of these challenges as well. And that's going to reduce more on the technical capacity to track and target consumers as well. But because Circuit is activating our own first-party audience data across our own media assets, we don't have those types of constraints. So it's a platform on which we're able to reach and engage with our members on behalf of merchants and brands as well, to really, again, create that feedback loop and making sure that, you know, media investment can be equated directly against a purchase outcome. Perhaps the biggest advantage that Circuit offers advertisers is being able to leverage our visibility of consumers across multiple categories. So we've been successful in delivering results that are able to determine both new to category growth for retailers, but also incrementality within that category. So look, one example, I suppose, would be if you looked at something like complementary category behavior, right? So take, for example, people who are shopping for a beauty product also purchase fashion products. Okay, it sounds pretty self-evident, but Circuit's one of the very few platforms where you could actually use that actual data rather than just an insight or an inference. You could use that data and that observation to make that a proper targeting variable, and then understanding the relationship between those two categories and how people's purchase style moves from one to the other. A second example might be considering, say, frequency of purchase, which differs obviously quite a lot by category. But let's pick on the home and pets category. Okay, so let's say that the average buyer in the home and pets category shops, say, 4 times a year, right? We could place and time the advertising to those consumers that are in the category, but outside their standard cadence of purchasing. And the impact of that would be to increase their frequency of purchase within the category. So you can see how beneficial that is at either a retailer or a brand level to say, my average customer shops 4 times a year, but with the addition of retail media advertising through Circuit, that's now upweighted to 6 times a year. So that's a 50% improvement in purchase cadence for those audiences. So it's changing someone from an occasional buyer to a regular buyer to a loyal buyer. So this data-driven insights really fuels both the planning process of how to plan media, who to target, etc., but also our measurement and our evaluation of media activations as well. So we're setting up campaigns that can be targeting multiple segments, either stacked together or individually, so we can measure one against another. And then with our closed loop reporting, we're optimizing those segments that are delivering either the best return on ad spend, could be sales value, it could be sales volume, sales cadence, as I discussed before. And at the completion of a campaign, there's then the capacity to delve into the wider behaviors of different audience cohorts. So we can sort of be planning for future media efficiencies that could arise through either better targeting, better optimization of creative, optimization of the frequency of exposure. You know, if we can get frequency right, it means we can maximize the reach of a campaign and reach more engaged and targeted shoppers. And overall just increase the responsiveness relative to different cashback rates and so on. Our Circuit inventory runs across Cashrewards web and app platforms, and also we have additional placements in our marketing emails that go out quite frequently to members. We also have capacity to run soulless emails that we can distribute on behalf of a single advertiser. We are exploring options in programmatic advertising, which are going to enable our advertisers to reach members in a variety of platforms across the open web. So that will include video, CTV placements. Watch this space on that one. All of this, of course, will be underpinned with our deep first-party data, targeting capacity, and closed-loop attribution as well. So cashback and retail media in combination create a really powerful competitive advantage for advertisers and partners. And I'll talk a little bit about that. So the combination reaches more people and more targeted people. That's number one. Number two, you're creating greater awareness and positivity for brands by positioning value through more steps of the customer's journey. So it's not just the pointiest end of the transaction. We're able to target people who we know might be out of category, where we can start to help them see the benefits of a particular product or brand or merchant to work with. So we can really cover the full sales cycle. So those together drive incrementality, incremental sales for merchants, but they also offer opportunities for further collaboration and media initiatives for merchants with suppliers. So let me give you this example. Let's say you're a sportswear retailer. You're running cashback activity. You're now running circuit media activity in addition to that, and you're targeting a health and fitness audience. That's kind of core to your audience base. So let's say one of your key suppliers is a sneaker brand, and you stock their latest product. So they want to run an aligned competition to promote their sneakers that resolves through your cashback offer. So you're the store where they're actually going to be selling those products. Difference being here, that sneaker brand wants to target a fashion audience because they know that their core base is not just the sports lovers, it's also fashion lovers as well. So this stacks a few layers of volumes for all concerned, right? Members for Cashrewards get a fantastic cashback deal, and they get, you know, that offer in front of them at the right time, right channel, based on their levels of interest, right? Whether that's going to be sport or whether it's going to be fashion. Our sportswear retailer gets a lift in sales because the extra reach from circuit media is driving more people to the cashback. The sneaker brand has a media channel that resolves directly into a sales channel, right, with a cashback incentive. So it's a really frictionless way for people to purchase their product by their chosen merchant. The retailer, our sportswear retailer as well, is gaining access to a whole new audience they never would have targeted because they're probably not set up to want to ever invest in reaching that fashion audience, but it suits the needs of the sneaker brand. So you can imagine multiplying that by a range of different suppliers that a merchant might work with, and how you can add and stack those layers of incrementality by better partnering. So this approach creates so many new, really measurable opportunities for brands to expand both their media investment, but also consider different way that trade partnerships and relationships can be adapted as well. All right, so pulling all of this together, think about Cashrewards as being synonymous with consumer loyalty and cashback offers, which I guess comes about through the company that we keep, right? 2,000 amazing merchants and brands, and more than 2 million, you know, primed to shop consumers.
And then comes in the cashback. So once partners start to use the cashback and make their offers, products, or even their brand stand out more than ever before, it associates with brands to start actually really influencing shopping behavior. It actually persuades members to lean towards cashback brands over other brands, for example. So if you've got two sportswear brands offering different cashback and different across different media or the same media, you probably will lean towards the one with the higher cashback. So this is where you can actually start to influence some shopping behavior when you do utilize the cashback program.
And then when you want to measure the degree of that influence in using a combination of cashback and circuit retail media, you're driving conversion with our merchants who are looking for value from retailers that they trust and brands that they love. So doing that via our platform provides you that level of reporting where you can see exactly how that media effectiveness has impacted on sales results, be that sales value, volume, cadence, etc., etc.
And finally, this is where like Cashrewards really plays its part as a loyalty program. Members flock to us because they know they're going to have a great experience because they've already had a good experience with us. They've received that really positive experience of receiving a cashback and real cash into their pockets, and they come back because they want that same feeling. Members remember the same brands as well. They tend to come back to Cashrewards because they've seen a brand that has a cashback, or they've seen a brand on Cashrewards. They know who to shop with, and that's the beauty of Cashrewards, because such a perfect ecosystem, having over 2,000 brands. So members always have somewhere to shop, and they're always receiving a good experience with us.
And speaking of good experiences, thank you very much from us to the Partnerize team for giving us the opportunity to talk to all of you today. It's great for us to be able to give a message to so many enthusiastic clients and potential clients. So thank you very much.